So tell me about the Sherlock Holmes movie. What was the vision when you started out all of this?
The vision was, I really started as a fan of the stories, and the vision really was to put the pictures I had in my head reading the story onto the screen. And I'm happy to say that Guy Ritchie and Robert Downey took my ideas and made them much, much better, and you see the result now.
So tell us about the film.
What can I...
Is it really dark, gritty? Is this more how Conan Doyle wanted to depict his characters?
I think so. I mean, obviously there's always room for interpretation. I think it is. I mean, for example, we have a Watson who's tough and edgy and a good man to have in a fight, very much like he was in the books, as opposed to the sort of Nigel Bruce type bumbling friend that we normally see. That's very typical. Irene Adler is from the books. The action in the movie is taken from quotes from the book, really. And so,
what about Holmes? What does Robert Downey Jr. bring to this role?
I think he brings his genius, his eccentricity, and his edge. I mean, he's got that dangerousness to him, which I think is very much part of who Holmes is. So
his wife's been quoted as saying he's quite like him himself.
I would agree. Certainly the brilliance and the sense of humour.
And he's quite bohemian.
He is. He certainly is. Absolutely. And I think Sherlock, that was another sort of thing we brought, I think, to the idea, which is the idea of Sherlock as Bohemian, which I think is in the stories, but I think the previous films were very much influenced by Basil Rathbone, and I think that they went a slightly different way from the original book. So I think we've gone back to more of the intention of Conan Doyle.
So no deerstalkers here?
No deerstalkers here. They weren't in the books, and they are not in our film.
What about
but he wears lots of other lovely hats. Holmes does. Several lovely other hats, yes.
And no quotes like elementary, my dear Watson, then?
Again, not in the books, so we didn't think it was necessary. But lots and lots of quotes, original quotes from Conan Doyle that made their way into the movie. We tried to put at least one line from Conan Doyle or a version of it in each scene.
Now, Holmes is synonymous with London, but this was filmed throughout the UK, and you filmed for a month at Chatham Dockyard in Kent. Tell me about that.
We did. Well, it's interesting because there's not much of the London dockland left. Of course, London was the trading centre of the world at that time. The docks were huge. A big part of our story takes place in that area. And now it's all been redeveloped into these wonderful, very expensive apartment buildings. So we had to go to Chatham to get, and to Manchester and to Liverpool to get the really authentic feel of the old Victorian docks, which still exist there.
And a really big fight scene happens at Chatham Dockyard, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yes, it's a fantastic. There's a ship launch sequence, which is pretty fantastic. My favourite action scene in the movie.
And what are Chatham like? Were they very welcoming to you?
Yes, they were great. Everywhere we went. I think people love Sherlock Holmes. So I think people saw we were doing Sherlock Holmes. They saw the scale we were doing. They saw we were having fun. They love Robert Downey, so they got very excited. It was great. I mean, it's great working here. The crews are fantastic. Everybody welcomed us, and it's so inspiring to be in the locations. It really is. It's fantastic.
And you're going to help boost tourism to the region as well.
Absolutely. And my other great hope, honestly, is that from seeing the films, lots of kids will go back and read the books and enjoy them like I did. I mean, that's really my greatest wish.
Excellent. Lovely to meet you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.